How you guys doing today? Another video. We're on the RG405V, and we're gonna do PlayStation 2 today. So yes, this game system is kind of impressive. For the few days I've been testing it out and doing things, it's actually impressive because of that T618 chip that you also seen in other handhelds. So yeah, it performs just as good as those handhelds. But I am very impressed with the PlayStation 2 and GameCube and Wii and stuff. But we're gonna focus on PlayStation 2. Now, let me go ahead and say this. I'm gonna give away some Steam keys today. It's gonna be a few okay games and just some games that I have. Hey, free game. Just to be, say thank you for 100 subscribers. And let's try to get to 200 so I can try to give better gifts, throughout the series. And I'll say the PlayStation and Xbox cards and stuff for that time. So that way we can, so by that time we'll, for that reason. So I am gonna put them all in the description. Well, no, I'm not gonna do the description. I'm probably gonna put them all in the comment section, but I'm only gonna get like a couple at a time. So I'm gonna probably put a few here, come back a few minutes later, or come back 20-30 minutes later, put a few here. I mean, it's first come, first serve. So if you get them all, you get them all, but you're gonna have to work for them. I'm not just gonna give them all and not work for it. Okay, so. But today we're doing PlayStation 2. Now PlayStation 2 is already on here even if you don't buy an SD card. I did buy a new SD card, a 1TB card from Amazon for like 50 bucks. It's the same one I'm using in the Steam Deck. And yeah, I had a lot of issues trying to swap the games back and forth. You do need to put that SD card into pull the one out of here, put it in the little thing that you put your SD cards in, put it in your computer, and then put the new SD card into the system and plug the system up into it and then move it that way. Because every other way I try to move it, it wouldn't move, it crashed, it's slow. So if you get one of these handhelds without the SD card, go ahead, put it in, let it format, and then download the games that way and move from your PC to that way. So, because any other way it might not work because of the SD card they give you, I don't think it's the best. But it does run the game straight out the box where you don't have to worry about it. So I had to go back and reconfigure everything. Now 8-SS2 is the basic only one that you can play on these Android handhelds. Yeah, you do got play, but it still ain't got the full improvement that it needs to, and it's been out way longer than 8-SS2. Sadly, the person that was developing the app kept getting threats and stuff like that, so he don't make it anymore. Sadly, we need a new one, but until then we're just gonna have to deal with it. But for the most part it runs really well. So I mean it does really well on it. But if you have to download, you can always go to Aether Discord. People that have the original SS2, or you can download it from the Google Play Store and it still has the games. So out the way, I am gonna stream one game on this system. Hold on, I didn't say start. I'm gonna stream one game on this system, and I'm gonna move the rest of the games to the bigger screen so you guys can see. So I'm just pushing up, and they keep making me move the game. I'm not trying to move, but so we're gonna go with something like, let's go with since you guys have seen the Sparking 3, I think I did it in the last video, I'm not for sure. I'm going to turn the volume down because I don't want any copyrights. I don't think Dragon Ball Z will get copyrighted because I don't remember getting copyright from any other videos on GameCube or Wii or Switch or on my Steam Deck or anything like that. But I am going to turn it all off because I don't want to get copyrighted. So I'm going to try to talk through it. I might play a little volume here and there. But for the background music, it's going to be back there so you can hear it, so you have something, to get through these videos. Try not to make it as long, but we are gonna go through about at least 10 games, so that way you guys can see, basically see what's going on. But as you can see, PlayStation 2 does run. Now, by default, you hit the home button, it brings up your menu. By default, you go to System. They will have the EE cycle set to 50%. And this to maximum underclock. Turn this off for most of your games because that will make the games run. Now for your harder to emulate games, you will have to turn it back to them settings like the God of War, which I will show, Cars, stuff like that. But for easy games like Dragon Ball Z, you really don't need that because it slows it down and messes with the game itself. So yeah, just turn that off and you'll have a good time with the game. So Budokai Tenkaichi 3, as you guys can see it, I mean, it's running. Now, if you want me to go back and make individual videos of each game, and with the volume, then I'll do that. So that way we can, hey, you know, you have a volume, you can hear how the game actually plays. And that way it'd be an individual video getting copyrighted, not, you know, the whole video, especially showcasing the game and stuff. Because they also, the Chinese version also has the original music, and I know that would get copyrighted, so we're not gonna risk that chance of doing that. See how many bowls we can get before he starts. I love these mini games that they put in the back then. PS2 was just a really good era, man. They put all the mini games and stuff like that. I'm gonna see if I can leave it on the desk. But yeah, as you can see, it runs full speed almost. I mean, it does jump frames sometimes, and it sometimes slow down. But as you can see, it runs really well for PS2. Now, like I said, I'm gonna put it on the bigger screen. I'm gonna show you how to screen share, but I'm gonna also have to cut out some stuff so I don't, you know, have my IP address shown on what it is. But as you see, PlayStation 2 does run on this really well. I mean, most of the games I test on here actually run. There's only a few games I can tell you that does not run well. So we're gonna do, that's enough for Dragon Ball Z. We're gonna exit out of there, and we're gonna exit back out of here. So these two modes, the auto mode and the fan, you really don't have to mess with it, but I am gonna turn it on just because, and I'm gonna turn it on strong. You don't have to touch them two, but it's up to you and your preference whether you want to touch them or not. But sometimes it might make a difference, might not. As far as I've seen, it doesn't make a difference to me. You do have between Nintendo Switch mode and off, so you can use your buttons as Nintendo Switch or the Xbox. By default, it's the Xbox. Now, this is where you screencast. You go in here and screencast, and you find a device that you want to screencast to. So I'm gonna go to my Xbox right now. You won't see it on screen right now because I'm currently trying to set it up. But it'll show this. Always enable wireless display. And then as you can see, my Xbox pops up. Wireless display, Xbox. Now, like I said, well, let me see. I don't see my IP address, so I guess I can show this part. But, you know, so hold on 1 second. Alright, so as you can see, my Xbox is there, and I am going to connect to the Xbox. EF84. And there you have it. You see that my system is connected. For some reason, wireless display input is in. Alright, so let's go to 8 to SS2 again. And alright, so for the first game on there, BMX XX, it plays, but it's super slow. Even if you underclock it, it doesn't run that well, so you can't play that one. Big truckers, I'm not gonna say mother, you know, I said it anyway. That one, same difference, it runs slow. It's not really worth playing. Now, cars actually does work. Now, when you screen mirror to the system, to the monitor and stuff, it's gonna be a little delayed. It's not badly delayed, but it's gonna be delayed. But just so y'all can see the screen better, what game is running, and this is running off the RG405, so I'm gonna show it in shot that it is running. You see it running, and it is running off this same handheld. Not nothing else, nothing connected to it. It's screen mode towards my Xbox now. This is going to my Xbox. I have to download that app, and you can stream mode it. I do it for my phones and a couple other things, Kodi and stuff like that. Now where they're gonna play the volume, I don't know. Yeah, it still plays the volume. I think I'm gonna keep the volume off because I don't want to get copyrighted. So good, I don't have to worry about turning the speakers off down now. But as you can see, playing PlayStation 2. You see, I've been playing it a little bit. Do you want to load? Oh, load it. Thank you. Okay, go back to story mode. And I'll keep this up for the time being, but once we get to the next set of games, I'll just have it down so I can be more comfortable for me, and then you guys can see in the background. As you can see, my Win 600 in the background back there, and my Absolute device, Steam Deck over here on the other side, and got a few items that you see. I might cut out the video, you might not see it. Now, as you can see, it's kind of choppy. Not too well, but it's not too bad. It's in the 30 frames per second. So to fix that, I gotta go up here again, system, my maximum overclock, and 50% -3. Hit the button again. Now see it's getting screen tearing. See now on the big screen you see a screen tearing, but let's see what we can do about that. See, is it driving normal on the system? As you can see, it's driving, it seems like it's running full speed on here. Okay, the screen tearing finally stopped, so if it does that for other games, then I'll keep this device up, because it looks kind of horrible up there, but it looks really good on screen if you can see it. I'm not paying attention, I'm looking at my screen and trying to make sure everything's recorded for you guys to see. As you can see, it's driving. It seems like it's running full speed. I mean, Cars is a pretty big world. So for this to be, this is actually a harder game to emulate than you think it is. I mean, it is Cars, but this is a really big world. It's way bigger than what's Radiator Springs. And oh, that's cool. I never did that before. It's bigger than Radiator Springs and stuff like that. So you got the up there, the top of the mountain and all that. See, it look bad in the big monitor, but on a small monitor, you can see it looks pretty straight. See, I'm driving normal, no issues, I'm moving. You know, I'm crashing and stuff, but you can see it's moving. So that's Cars. Let's go down the list and we already did Dragon Ball Z. You see, I got a lot of Dragon Ball Z, so that stuff does run. Let's go with God of War because I got the screen, the same settings, because you have to have that underclock, maximum underclock to be able to play God of War. It's on here, this one of the games they gave me, but you do have to have that on for the game to be playable, because if you turn it off if you want to, that game is not playable. Alright, so we're back. I had to edit all that out because the screen was so bad on the video. It's probably still gonna show up bad, but yeah, I edited all that out. I don't want to show, you know, the violent stuff on there because you know how YouTube monetize some stuff. So we're not gonna play too much God of War. I'm just gonna hopefully it don't get me where I gotta edit it back and change the color to gray. I hope not. We'll see. But as you can see, yeah, it's running. On the handheld, it's running really well. Only because it got that basically like a frame skip where you basically going through and just running, fighting easily. We're not gonna go past this section because I don't want to really, like I said, risk it for the YouTube channel. We just now getting the subscribers that we need, and I appreciate all the subscribers that came through, all the comments, the you know, fun times and things like that. So, but as you can see, God of War does run. You know, it runs actually well, as long as you put your maximum underclock and the 50%. So God of War does run, but yeah, you got to do that settings. So on past that, of course, Kingdom Hearts runs. I got it twice. I got to go back and delete one of them, but of course, no Kingdom Hearts in there. But we're gonna turn the settings off, because I don't think Kingdom Hearts need it. I don't think Kingdom Hearts really needs it. And of course I turned the music off because it's definitely get copyrighted out, and I know how Kingdom Hearts is. The Disney, when it comes to Disney, 2K, and a couple corporations, yeah, you don't want to play with them when it comes to that music and stuff. I don't care what you say. That's why I like about Persona, Atlas and stuff, because I use Persona music in all my YouTube videos just about. And I have no issues with them because I don't get copyrighted and stuff for that. So hey, that's why you always hear the same sound of music and stuff. Because the other music that I would love to put, it get copyrighted unless I get permission for it, you know. But as you can see, Kingdom Hearts is working. The bad thing is you have to, for you to turn, I gotta use this analog in the middle to turn the character. Okay, and that's annoying. I mean, trying to grip, you're already gripping all these buttons back here. I might hit the L1, R1 and stuff by accident. I gotta hit L2 and L2, R2, and it's not fun at all. Trying to turn. So I do have a little gripe about that with this device. It should have made the buttons higher, like the Menu Mini or something like that. But I mean, for the most part, it's still a decent device. I am impressed with what this device can do. But I do have a few things that, you know, gripes. Just like the no HDMI port on the top is kind of annoying because, as you can see in the background in the video, you see a lot of glitchiness that if I want to stream this, it's not in the best situation. And we both on the same both Wi-Fi, so it's not like I'm using two different Wi-Fis. It's just glitching. The God of War video before I edited it out, it was glitching way worse than that. So I mean, I'm editing that out because, like I said, for that reason and other reasons too. But I think it really was just the mild underclock, and I mean the maximum underclock and the 50%. I think that's what messing the screen up. As you can see in this video, it's running fine because I'm using just the basic, you know, numbers. But as you can see, Kingdom Hearts does run, and of course I got Kingdom Hearts 2 as well. Trying not to make this video no more than a 30-35 minute video, so I'm gonna probably skip this fight for now. I'll come back and fight it later. I just want to show, you know, the game runs, as you can see in the background and you can see up here. As you can see in the background, Kingdom Hearts does run. Volume sounds really good. Let's turn a little bit. I don't think I will get copyright off this part. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, on to the next game. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, so next game. Let's see, what else we got? Midnight Club. Sure, as long as it don't have the music playing, because they definitely copyright all my videos with that music. I don't care which one it is. But I think this game needs that mild overclock and underclock too. And still don't run as well. Get past the Midnight Club Dev Edition song. I got 50 frames, 55 frames, keep jumping back and forth in between. As you can see at the top, you might not see it clear enough. Yeah, you can't see it clear enough. And I can see it at the top of the screen, big screen, but I don't want to point the screen up towards the light because you guys want to see none of the video in the background, so. Push X. So, I mean, as you can see, it's running though. I mean, you see it running through the menus. Not bad. We'll drive in a little Jetta. I don't care. We'll turn pedestrians off and traffic off. I'm not gonna put no weather. We'll just put clear so it don't have too much problems. And probably put it at midnight so that way it don't be too much of an issue. Let's try that and see if we can get some good frames at least out of it. Alright, so we're getting 840 frames. Let's see, it's lagging a little bit. Yep, I ain't hardly moving. I'm not moving at all. And it kicks me out. So Midnight Club, as you can see, does not run well on them. So I wouldn't advise doing Midnight Club. Even probably with the maximum underclock and stuff, I don't think it will run as well. One of my favorite games, the PlayStation 2, Musashi Samurai Legends. Now there's other people that like the Brave Fencer version better. I like this one because this is the one I got when I was a kid. Let's set this controller back over here because it's in the way a little bit. Alright, so Brave Fencer Musashi, but the newer version. Let's see what I gotta save. I might not have a save on here. Nope, I do not. So we're gonna run through here, try to get through here in like less than 5 minutes at the most. But it runs really well as well. And I'm probably turning the volume up on here. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted, but we'll see. Try to bag it up so you can see it a little bit. Because I see the video in the background still, just don't do right. I don't know, the Ambernick did a good job with this device. But why did you guys not put an HDMI port in? I mean, it wouldn't have been that hard. Like, look at the 552. Look at that port. It's a small port. They could have put the same small port into this handheld, but they put it in this one. And this one's more expensive than this one. And this one plays PlayStation 2. This one does not. So, and not well at all. I mean, I have PlayStation 2 on it, but it doesn't run it well. So that's crazy. I can understand y'all trying to cut costs, but if the HDMI port would have been on here, this would definitely be a real good experience. Yes, it's cool that you can screen mirror, as you can see, but you see in the background that the video's been distorted a lot. Not as bad, and not every time, as you can see now it's running, but you can see here and there it's getting distorted. Now on the actual device itself, no, it's not distorted. It's running really well. Only game you seen crash was Midnight Club, and even with the first 2 games, they don't crash. They don't run well, but they don't crash. Midnight Club crashed this system every time. So yeah, you can play your JRPG games like Persona and you know, Naruto and a couple of Dragon Ball Z games, anime, fighting games, and different things like that. So this system plays pretty well on PS2 for the most part. You're playing at least, you can play at least probably 60%, 50-60% of your systems. If you do the Gamma OS beta, I think they say you play up to 75. So Midnight Club might actually run on the Gamma OS side. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna risk the time to do the Gamma OS because I don't feel like dealing with the situation. You gotta put it in to the computer and stuff like that. And it's simple, but it's annoying. So I don't think I'm doing that. Unless you guys just want me to do a video and do it. Then the day I do that, I'm probably gonna put it in the live stream if I do that. As you can see, yep. Just yep, see there's a little delay in it. Yep, it's got a big delay in it. Let me see if I can brighten up this screen. See, the delay. Trying to get y'all a better view of it. See how that delay just annoying. Yep, it's got a delay in it. But on the system itself, you see it fine, no issues. Alright, let's get a few more games out the way and then we'll end the video from there. So let's get out of here. Exit the game. Every time you exit, you gotta hit with A, because the A button is your X button. But when you play your games on PlayStation, basically your X button's down here. Need for Speed Underground and stuff is in the same situation. It does run, but it's in the same situation. Of course, I got Neo Contra, I'll log off. Ratchet and Clank. Let's do Ratchet and Clank and maybe a Simpsons game and one Sonic game. And I think that would. Oh, and Super Dragon Ball Z is the last game because it runs it runs flawless on here for whatever reason. So start with Ratchet and Clank. And I think with Ratchet and Clank, I think I did have to do the underclocking. We'll see in a few minutes. I don't remember exactly, but I think I do. So let's see. I want to travel. Only thing I really had to cut out was the God of War stuff because of the violence and stuff. But for the main part, everything else is, you can see, it been running flawless. Try to get on the big screen for you guys so you guys see. As you can see, it is slow. It is running at 30 frames barely. As you can see. It's moving without the frame skip. So let's see if we put the frame skip on. Of course, it's gonna look horrible up there, but whatever. Let's see if it runs better. It's a little jitterier. Didn't really speed anything up. It says it's at 60 frames when it's not. That is not the case, as you guys can see. Oh, wrong people. I'm fighting the wrong people. And the screen up top is not showing right. Yeah, that's not 60 frames. I don't care what they said. That is definitely not 60 frames. So let's try it again. Changed it back to 100. Take that back to normal. Yeah, I like this. This feels more like 60 frames than what that was earlier. And it's not even running 60 frames, but this feels a lot better. So yeah, don't do underclocking on this, because this game rather than play up your arsenal. Yeah, you don't need that. I mean, the game runs. It's not running at 60 frames, but it's definitely running at like a good 45. I want to say about a good 45. Shot blast. I mean, playing to the side is kind of hard, but yeah. Yeah, I would go with just the regular. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. So there you have that. Ratchet & Clank is running on here. It's not running in 60, but it is running about a good 35, 40. As you can see, it moves. I mean, it's moving better on the inside because, you know, there's things to show up. But on the outside, as you can see, I mean, it moves slow, but it's running. It's actually running pretty well. Not too bad. You can actually play this game just like this. No issues. So let me save, because I didn't want to save that. I don't want to have to restart that over. Circle button will be over here. On the side. And boom. We're good to go. Alright. Let's quit this game. I hate that. You gotta keep remembering, you gotta push A, not X. Alright, so we did Ratchet & Clank, Shin Megami Tensei, you know, Persona 3, the Simpson here to run. Oh my goodness, I keep forgetting you gotta push A, not B. Hit and run. I know the skateboard runs really well on here too. I played the skateboard the other day. Probably played 30 minutes of the skateboard game just because how reminiscent and fun. I have seen people put the Switch version online. I downloaded, but I got to learn how to do that. But for right now, you know, you can find that online as well. I know there's gonna be a lot of Switch games put online because of the games coming out. We got a lot of games. Kirby, to the Mario Kart DLC finally finish up for Wave 6 or 8 or whatever. Then you got the Persona game coming out. Then you guys got, I mean, it's a lot of games coming out this in the next few weeks. See, this is, it wouldn't be so bad if they would have put an HDMI here. Graphically, this don't look bad. Like when I do my RG552 video on Bottle Sarah one of these days, whenever I get a chance, I'm gonna show you that the HDMI really should have been put on here, especially since this has a fan in it. I don't think that device has a fan, or not that I remember, not a loud one. Yeah, it does, but still, they should have just stuck one on this side or on the side. I mean, you could have stuck one right here, like right here on the side. You could have stuck one. Nope. They want us to get all the screen tearing in the background. But the main thing is you just want a handheld just to play the handheld and not do all this. It's been running fine on here. You don't see that screen tearing. You don't see none of that on here. And I mean, as you can see, the graphics look pretty good for the most part. Now YouTube and camera recording is not going to be in the best spot, but for the most part, yeah. I'm gonna try to hurry up and get through these last few games. Use extra jump. All right, circle. As you can see, screen. Look how horrible that looks in the background. See what I'm talking about? But as you can see, the game runs though. I mean, it's running really well. It's at 40 something. Now this one might could use that underclock, overclock, but I have to just test it out and play it through and see all that. But for now, as you can see on my screen down here, it runs. Up there is slow. As you can see, it runs. Alright, so Simpsons I could say, but I'm just gonna go ahead. I gotta get through these few more games real quick. Exit game. So Simpsons hit a run, Sonic Heroes. We'll do that one right quick. And then one more and that's it. And gotta end the video because for some reason I don't have much memory on my phone. I record everything today for some reason. I got to wipe something out. Anyway, that's besides the point. Sonic Heroes. Try to do like a minute or two Sonic Heroes and a minute or two of Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, that's it. Oh, don't tell me they making me do the circle button. That's just. Oh yeah, Sonic Heroes is kind of weird with this game. You gotta use the circle instead of. Yeah, you gotta use circle instead of X. Sonic Heroes is weird. Alright, let's go back to Team Sonic right quick. Like I said, down below I am gonna put the codes, the giveaways and stuff, and free codes for Steam. So just keep a lookout in the comment section. I will be posting like a couple games here and there with the titles and stuff, and with the code down below, and first come first serve. So as you can see, Sonic Heroes is running. As you can see, Sonic Heroes does run. As you can see, yep, no speed, no underclocking. It runs. Alright. But yep, there you go. Sonic Heroes, it does run. Alright, last game, Dragon Ball Z, because I just want to show how flawless it runs for whatever reason. This game runs flawless more on this system than my Steam Deck. But I think it's because I either got a bug in some of my emulators, like my user emulator. It's not been running as well like it should. But for some reason, so I gotta go back and re-edit some stuff out of that. But for some reason, this game runs really well on here. My Ps2 emulator, I gotta go back and like I said, re-edit some stuff in there on Steam Deck. But for the most part, everything runs on it. You know, if you prefer to get a Steam Deck, get a Steam Deck. If you want to get the new Legion Go, go get the new Legion Go. I'm hoping I can find some way to get the Legion Go because I kind of want to test the Legion Go out on this channel because it seemed like a really impressive device. So hopefully I'll be able to get that within the next couple of months. Trying to let it iron out some of the kinks anyway. But yeah, I really want to get that Legion Go because that Legion Go looks pretty nice. But yeah, this game runs pretty well. No issues here. Speed is actually 60 frames per second. I mean, actually one of the games is easy to run for whatever reason. Normally I've been having issues like I said, my Steam Deck, but for some reason I don't know. But there you go. So this is the PlayStation 2 showcase of the RG405V. If there's any games that you guys want to see running separately or with the volume and things like that, let me know down in the comment section below. Like I said, I didn't want to put the volumes to the games because of the copyrights, and you know how YouTube gets. And I want to thank everybody for watching the videos through, and everybody that watched it all the way through, appreciate it. Everybody that watched it for a few minutes, hey, appreciate it. And a few say appreciate it. thank y'all for giving me the 100 subscribers. Without y'all, I wouldn't, wouldn't be still trying to, keep supporting this YouTube channel. I didn't think I was gonna ever come back to it, but because my fans and the audience that's on here that watches my channel and actually appreciate my channel, I appreciate you guys for giving me the confidence to come back and start, making videos for you guys. And even if they ain't at the best quality, as you can see, I'm gonna do it the best way I can and try to give you content that's honest, true, and everything else in between. So, but down below will be some codes to Steam games. I'm gonna put them in. Like I said, I don't know when intervals I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it all today. As soon as I can get this video posted and edited, and so I'm not gonna post it all at one time, but I am gonna post it, here and there periodically. So that way, if somebody does get all the codes, they have to work for it. They ain't just get it just to get it. I'm not trying to. And maybe in the future, if I figure out a better way to do it, then yeah. But for now, I'm gonna put them in the comment section. Look down below, and grab one if you can, please. Grab one game, let somebody else get the next. If you don't see something that you want, wait to see, you might see something better. Because there is going to be, I will give you guys this, there will be a total of 3 games that are going to be better than the rest of the games that I might put on here. Then they're older games still, but they're going to be 3 decent games. So, I don't know when I'm going to put them in intervals. Just be on the lookout, but don't also wait forever because somebody might snatch up the other codes. It's first come, first serve. So I might put 3 at a time. It might get mixed in with it. I am gonna put the titles to the codes because I'm not gonna do y'all like that. But just keep a watch out, check it out. I appreciate you guys. Let's get to 200 subscribers. If there's anything, like I said, that you guys want to see in the comments, let me know. Hey, if there's anything that you need to ask, hey, ask away. Just keep it positive, guys. Keep it positive. Keep it, constructive criticism, and yeah, we trying to stay positive on this channel, try to test stuff out on this channel, try to have fun as best we can on this channel, but don't be negative. If you're negative, you will get blocked and you will get kicked off my channel because it's enough negativity going on in the world. I think YouTube is a source for people to watch, see if something works out really well and enjoy their time to get away from the real world. So, but anyway, that's enough of me rambling, talking, and speaking. Check down below in the comments for the codes. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for the next video. It's going to be GameCube and Wii. So, have a good day, guys. Peace.